Welcome back, Dragon Folk, to another episode of Tales of Arise. So I see over here that we have a side quest to do. We haven't had one of those in a little while. Why does everybody have to be such cowards? If we don't get this taken care of, things are never going to change. What's got you down, friend? Zoogles, that's what. A pretty common variety of them, to be more specific. Rumor says it was the Lord's favorite kind of Zoogles, so people are afraid to go anywhere near them. If you need them gone, we're more than capable of taking care of them for you. And pal, I don't want you to just exterminate them. If you could bring back any usable materials from them, that'd be great. You want us to retrieve Zoogle parts? For what? Are you building something? Not building, studying. If I can demonstrate that even fearsome, dangerous Zoogles can be used to make handy tools, that'll motivate people to hunt them more. We can't always expect folks like you to come along and solve all our problems for us, after all. So you're trying to be more self-sufficient. That's very commendable of you. Actually, what about those materials you're looking for? This isn't what you're talking about, is it? Oh, look at that. I already had it. 3 demi-human muscles. Go ahead and help yourself. I'd rather go to someone who can use it than keep weighing us down. You're one generous bunch of people. I think it's probably the best thing. I probably have already said it. But I like the fact that the second you're in this cutscene, it gives you the option, if you have the items, to turn them in. I heard from someone who stormed Almedrea's castle that they couldn't find the spirit vessel. The Akfodal Hills lies just across this gate. If you venture southwest, you'll find the road to Aiden Lake. If you go northwest instead, you'll eventually find Esluva Forest. Stay west and you'll come across the Aiden Ruins. Wherever you go, you're bound to encounter ferocious Zoogles, so travel with caution. So you're the liberator from Calaglia, are you? I see the rumors of you walking around with Bright Eyes are true. So what's the big idea, Sonny? Keeping company with Bright Eyes is only going to lead to trouble. If anyone deserves to lead Dana, it's Deadeye. He hates the Bright Eyes more than anybody. We Darkwings are going to find and wipe out every last Bright Eyes and rule over Mahag-Sar. Listen carefully, this fight isn't over yet. Don't you think you can relax yet, got it? Okay, everyone, form a line. I'm going to hand out everything we raided from the Bright Eyes. Food, clothes, there's lots of stuff to go around. So grateful. The Rennas may be gone, but I never imagined surviving would be this hard. You missed some stuff to give to these kids. Yeah. Wonder who's stronger, Elfin, the Blazing Sword of Calaglia, or Deadeye, leader of the Darkwings? I bet it's Deadeye. I only heard rumors about the Blazing Sword, but I know Deadeye's the real deal. You wanna go? You wanna go? See, I think that's just the funny thing, right? Deadeye's getting kind of scary. It seems like he's practically stopped at nothing to win. I agree. His temper seems to be a lot worse than it used to be, but what can you expect? Fighting the Bright Eyes takes its toll on people. Like, I truly believe that Elfin is Renin, and I think that's, or like half Renin maybe, or some kind of shit. And I think that is gonna be a big thing for everybody who's like, oh my god, it was, yay, Dana. It's like, nope, just kidding. If only we'd been able to fall off Almedrea from the start. Oh, sorry about that, I had a yawn. We wouldn't be able to avoid all this other fighting, don't you think? Yeah, we could have retaken Niaz without everything being so damaged. Not even the outskirts were spared. Shh, I wouldn't say that too loudly if I were you. If any of Deadeye's followers heard you talking like that, you'll be in trouble. Yeah, that guy definitely seems like a bag of poop. Big old bag of poop. When what little I had burned down with my home, I thought we were going to die in the streets. But I'm so grateful we were able to stay here. It really saved our lives. That's what makes the Darkwings such good people. When I grow up, I want to join them too.
Let's see what they have to say.
I sure wish there was more to go around. What are you talking about? Our rations. We're always running short of them. It's never enough to be comfortable. Really could do with some rice, potatoes, beef, and some spices in particular. We have what you need. Oh, you're so generous. Thank you. Yes, it helps a lot. I don't have much to offer in return, but I'd like to teach you my family's secret recipe if you like. Curry!
Great!
That sounds delicious. Yes, I can't wait to try it. Doesn't look all that hard to fix either.
Hey,
Hey, Kisara, if it's really that simple, would you teach me how to cook it? Wow, you're actually interested in making food now, not just eating it? What does it matter to you? I'd just like to put a certain someone in his place for complaining about my cooking earlier.
Good.
Well, I'd love to teach you, but my training isn't going to be easy. You think you're ready?
Really?
It's that serious? Sure, I guess. Hit me with what you got. But promise me you won't tell anyone else I asked this, okay? My lips are sealed. But in return, you have to call me Captain while we're training. Deal?
What?
What? Oh, okay, Captain. I'm supposed to say yes, Captain.
Yes.
Yes, Captain.
All right.
Now we can begin your training. I see you have some freshly caught fish there. Perfect. We'll use that as well.
Really?
What? But the recipe doesn't call for fish.
What?
Trying to talk back to your superior? No, ma'am. You're supposed to say yes, Captain. What? What are we doing?
All right.
It looks like you have everything we need now to dive into the culinary
Yes,
trenches.
over
Yes,
there.
Captain. Is that how you hold a knife? What are you trying to do? Private dance with it? No, of course not.
Yes.
Yes, Captain.
All right.
Turn up that fire, boil that water. You don't have time to let your eyes
Yes.
wander. Yes, Captain. It's all finished. So it is. Its flavor and presentation get a passing grade. Got promise, but there's still room for improvement. You'll have to keep training every day. Do I make myself
All
clear?
right.
Yes, Captain. So we got a long way to go before my food is perfect, but I'll show him. One day my food will taste so good it'll knock his armor off. Cute. I like the little side things, but sometimes they're a little
Gosh,
cringy.
If you don't mind my asking, would you be willing to share what sort of clothes are currently in fashion on Rena sometime?
Sure. As long as you call me Captain.
Sir, yes, sir, Captain Shion.
I was just joking. Kinda has a nice ring to it, though.
After all the damage done to the city and ridding of it of Almandrea, it's only right that we look to after the citizens who lost their homes. Don't you think Deadeye's changed recently? What, you mean aside from the fact he's a big hotshot now? You know, without him, there'd be no way we'd ever kick the Renans out. I get that, but he's really different now compared to how he used to be. You gone up past Akfultal Hills before? You should. There are great fishing spots to find in both the lakes and ruins. We have to stay alert. We can't let our guard down until we finally capture Almandrea. Those Renan stooges ran with their tails between their legs. Once Almandrea is out of the picture, the age of the Bright Eyes will finally be over. We lost our home. Everything's gone. I know, but that's what happens when you choose to fight the Rena. But it's not all bad, honey. We lived to see the day we won. That's worth celebrating, isn't it? There are people resting upstairs who have lost their homes, so try to keep it down while you're here. Okay. Let's see what we can craft. Anything neat? No? Okay. Nothing quite yet. Oh. Oh shoot, I actually do want to equip those.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Okay, so we gotta get... Oh, I didn't have to craft anything. There we go. Refined wing gauntlets. Boom. Grouper flood. Fine grouper flood. Equip. Perfect. Okay. Nothing there. I need lizard fins. I need a gale wing. Fine gale wing. Now we have no money. Yay. Okay, I think we're pretty good on that
I'm
stuff.
impressed how
So
well balanced this thing is.
are there any new ones we can get? Scaled crystal inhibitor. No, nothing really. What do we got? Any new armor? We can get Stonewing armor for you. Insufficient gold. Oh, I don't have any money. Great. Never mind, I guess. We're gonna just stay here then.
That Deadeye creep certainly has a few screws loose, that's for sure.
Forget that guy. Right now, we need to discuss how we're going to proceed.
What's there to discuss? Deadeye and his crew have already brought down the Lord here. Just let them finish her off.
I want to go after her.
I second that. I think it's the best thing to do right now. We don't know if the Darkwings have what it takes to beat her. I'm worried what'll happen if we leave her to her own devices.
You make a good point, Rinwell. And maybe I'm just being overconfident, but between us and them, I think we have a better chance at defeating her.
I have to agree. This realm isn't going to be truly safe as long as that Lord is still running around out there. We need to act.
Fine by me. But isn't Deadeye just gonna take all the credit once we're done?
Our job is to break down the walls that oppress Dana. What he chooses to build in their place, that's his problem. For now, we'll head to this Estaluva forest Bayfon told us about. Whatever we decide to do, though, we should take some time to rest first. We've barely stopped since Menancia. Where are you going?
Elfin.
You should get some rest. What's got you up at this hour?
Just let me be for a minute, okay? Why don't you go back to the inn?
I will when you do.
Have it your way.
Shion. The Lord's days are numbered. I haven't forgotten our promise. You can trust me, you know. Maybe even lean on me a little. If you want.
And if I say I will you finally give it a rest?
Yeah, of course. Try to get some rest, okay?
What was all that about?
I don't know, maybe because like you almost died in your last battle? Probably what that was all about.
So we're just going to check things out, right? In whatever that forest is called.
Estaluva Forest.
Estaluva.
Next time, pay attention.
Alright, out we go. So, we've got some more grinding to do. Seems to be the case. Hopefully we can find more relics, too. Whoa, this place is cool! Valley of the Four Winds, Mahag Sar. Alright.
Got sand in my eyes!
The winds are strong here. Mind yourselves.
Ugh, even the inside of my mouth is all sandy.
Poodle, don't get blown away, okay?
Is this the cook guy? Oh my gosh.
Oh?
That Foodie again. I remember you. You're the young woman who's always starving. I haven't seen you since we last met in Elder Menancia. You're the one who's always hungry. You're the one who's always hungry. Anyway, I take it you found another recipe?
Very nice.
I'm glad I can cut to the chase
Is that
then.
So?
Who might this fellow be? This is Gordano. He travels around Dana in search for new
don't
recipes
say.
to try. A fine quest to embark on, if I do say myself. My name is Dolheim, and sir, it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Wow, the Dolheim, Lord of Elder Menancia? It's an honor, my lord. Your beef stew is absolutely
I
exquisite.
see.
You honor me, kind sir. However, how is it that you came by the palace's top secret dish?
Hey,
Anyway, what is it you need from us this time exactly? Come on, spit it out. Right. This time I'm looking for lettuce, apples, and lemons. Could you bring those to me? We have what you need.
Nice work.
I'll give you the recipe so you find people who can cook it
Oh.
right away. Also, looks surprisingly simple. Even I might have a chance with this.
Very nice.
Make that dish. Time for some food. Yeah, make that dish.
well,
Okay, it's all done.
Yes.
Look at the beautiful dish. It smells as divine too. Now to see how it tastes.
What?
This is absolutely exquisite. Exquisitely bad, that is. Ooh. I assure you that I followed the recipe to the so-called vitamin smoothie to the letter. Taste it for yourself and tell me if you're still confident in your concoction. Here. Down the hatch it goes.
I don't believe this.
See what I mean? Makes you want to vomit, doesn't it? Wait a second. I see a small warning affixated to the bottom of this recipe. Smoothies made entirely from veggies are recommended for experienced dieters only. Beginners should add fruit juice for flavor.
No.
Young miss, did you process only the lettuce? Even though I asked you to prepare apples and lemons as well?
sure.
Oh, come on. Who's going to notice a stupid warning label that tiny?
Really now?
Lesson learned, Shion. We'll just have to add fruit and attempt this once more.
Yes. What?
Absolutely exquisite. Comparatively speaking,
What?
at least. You still don't sound all that enthused. Is this really the best recipe that the Mahasar has to offer? I believe so. When I first heard about this, it made me think of what I saw in Menancia. Combination of fruits and vegetables that reminded me of Danins and Renins living together. I thought this recipe might capture such harmony.
Very nice.
If nothing else, it's the most healthy recipe you're sure to find out here. Indeed. I shall be sure to drink it as to ensure the precious harmony lives on, even within the confines of my stomach.
Yes.
Whew, well that was satisfying enough for the time being. I can now leave this realm with no regrets. It's time I leave in search of greater cuisines. Oh well, my culinary comrades. Actually, one more glass before I leave. Vitamin smoothie. What a weird recipe to find.
Well, that was a huge miscalculation.
Yet you've drained your glass all the same.
Very interesting.
What do you say we fight that shining enemy?
What do you say we listen to the skit first?
The winds outside the capital are blowing as strongly as ever.
You can definitely see why people call this place the Valley of the Four Winds.
Indeed, Mahag Sar is the realm of wind, just as Ganeth Heros is for water.
Earth, water, fire, wind, light, and darkness. Rena is aligned to darkness, leaving each realm one element each.
Is that because some elements are easier to gather in certain areas than others?
That is certainly possible, but I suspect the biggest reason is to prevent the lords from squabbling over resources.
Funny. You would think infighting would come naturally to an elite class vying for a crown.
True, but the Renins rule as a minority. Fighting ourselves would just be destructive. Though, as you saw in Menancia, any abstention from fighting is merely a facade.
In the end, you all get usurped whether you like it or not.
That may be true, but something tells me that this time is different.
We have to catch up to the Lord first if we want answers. Let's keep moving.
What is that ring of rocks over there for? They don't look like they formed naturally to me.
Oh yeah. Funny, I guess I've gotten used to weird rock formations. They didn't even register as being out of the ordinary.
Most likely, they were brought over by us Renins when we first invaded the planet.
Wait, those? So does that mean there's some kind of machine then? And if so, what in the world were they even used for?
To manipulate the properties of Dana's astral energy.
Really?
Think about it. Isn't it strange that the type of energy each realm collects is so fixed? Astral energy by nature isn't meant to skew towards one element or another so heavily.
So the Renins reformed it for the crown contest.
Sounds like the crazy thing a Renin would do.
Renins these days are more advanced than Danins in some ways, but even they don't seem capable of doing something on that grand a scale. Or is that something that's possible on Lenegis? Or maybe the Renin homeworld?
I can't claim to know everything about my own kind, but I myself have never seen anything that would be capable of such a drastic feat.
But at some point, they did just that. Those are the sort of people we're up against. We should do our best not to forget that.
You're so amazing, Kisara. You can cook, you can fix weapons. I feel like there's practically nothing you can't do.
Maybe you should take a page out of her book and learn to make yourself more useful then.
Damn. That was
I'd
rude.
be happy to teach you if you want, Rinwell. I learned most everything I know from my brother.
Really? Even how to sew and do laundry?
Yes, indeed. He knew how to do anything.
Sounds like he was a pretty handy guy when he was alive.
He was. I'd always follow him around and badger him with questions. I was a real pain in the neck. Now that I think about it, he and Legil were the ones who taught me how to raise cats, too.
Legil is that woman who was with him in the Gold Dust Cats, right? I remember now. The one with the really pretty hair.
Funny you mention that. He also taught me how to maintain my hair. Not that those lessons stopped it from getting all tangled up during training.
I think it still looks gorgeous.
From what I can tell, it would appear as though the only thing he didn't manage to teach you was how to apply makeup.
No, but that didn't stop him from trying. He really wanted to teach me everything. Only reason he couldn't was because I prioritized my training.
And here I was trying to make a joke.
I can't tell if she's being serious. The only one here who knows him well enough was her.
Yeah, I guess only Miguel could have told us if it's actually true.
Okay, well, it's a whole list of learning about our friends and their backgrounds. I don't know. What do you guys think? The more and more the series goes on, the more and more I kind of don't like Rinwell. Like, she's cool because she's got the magic and she's got the owl and everything, but she's just so, I don't know, rude sometimes. Not that she was rude in there, but I just hear a little bit of rudeness, and it's like, what the heck? But I digress. Anyway, that's going to be it for today's episode, so thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate your support. Please make sure to like the video and also subscribe to the channel as well if you have not already. I like to bring this daily content to you guys, so that way you all have something to watch, and I can get games off of my backlog. So thank you so much. Make sure to drink your water, eat your vegetables, and make good choices. I'll see you guys in the next one. All right. Nerd out.